There is already a great selection of the best PS5 games you should be playing on your new console, even if the PS5 is only a few weeks old now. There's so much that your new PS5 can do, from cutting-edge graphics and faster load speed to the technical wizardry of haptic feedback and adaptive triggers. The best PS5 games show off these new skills, and whether they incorporate the DualSense's new capabilities or not, they all look gorgeous and are guaranteed fun to play. A perfect platformer packed with delights and surprises, and absolutely stuffed with charm. In Sackboy, a big adventure, our titular hero visits different planets, think themes like jungle or the seafloor, to foil the plans of the evil Vex, voiced by Richard E. Grant, and has lots of fun along the way. As well as looking like a party in a craft store, the game is packed with ingenious level design, giving you sticky feet so you can walk up walls, levels that move in time to music, and fun tools like boomerangs and grappling hooks. As a bonus, you can collect bells in the game to buy new outfits for your Sackboy, from cute tigers to mix and match punk witch mountaineers. There's no part of this game that hasn't been built with buckets of love and a cheery smile, and it shows in every secret corner, ingenious enemy and piece of fluff. Whether you're getting it for your child, or your inner child, it'll make your day. Dying horribly at the hands of a soulless monster has never looked so good. The 2009 cult classic, Demon's Souls, has been completely remade for the 4K age, and is one of the best-looking games on the new PS5. The motion capture, textures, and audio might all be new, but the hardcore action is utterly faithful to the original, offering the same brutal learning curve and sense of monumental achievement with every victory. From Software's original formula has been respected, but there are some new tweaks too, new items, armor and weapons to covet, a change to the amount of healing grass you can carry, and new consumable grains that offer buffs as you adventure. Whether you're a veteran warrior or visiting the land of Boletaria for the first time, there's something special to discover in this iconic adventure. The next generation of Spider-Man, both technically and narratively, is packed with comic book adventure, heart and soul, and plenty of that oh-so-satisfying swinging through New York. As the attention switches from Peter Parker to Miles Morales, so does the action, with focus moving to his home turf of Harlem, and a whole new set of teen-turned-superhero problems. Miles has some new powers this time around, like the bioelectric venom, and the haptic feedback of the DualSense makes them even more satisfying to dish out to criminals and ne'er-do-wells. Spider-Man, Miles Morales manages the tricky task of delivering a story that venom punches you right in the heart, but is also a place that you want to escape to after a long day in the real world. Thanks mainly to Miles' charm, and that sweet swinging, Spider-Man, Miles Morales pulls it off so well you'll wish Peter Parker a happy retirement without even a tear in your eye. Diving into this little toy box of technical wizardry is a no-brainer. It comes installed on your PS5. Don't discount it just because it's free though. As well as being a great way to get to know the DualSense's new adaptive triggers and haptic feedback, it's a charming game in its own right. Pilot a glider, climb like a monkey, shoot ball guns in space, fight monsters and find collectibles, and enjoy some cheeky nods to PlayStation history along the way. Explore and you'll find artifacts like UMDs and the original PlayStation, puzzle pieces, and collect coins to have fun with a gachapon machine. It's a great showcase for the machine's new technical highlights, and gives you something to do while the next game on your playlist downloads. The Battle Royale behemoth has arrived on PS5, and Fortnite looks glorious, with 4K support and up to 60 FPS in all game modes on PS5. Loading times have been reduced, which is perfect for when you just want to get back to winning, and the game world's physics have had a tweak that would make your old professor proud. Even better, the game supports those sexy adaptive triggers, so you'll feel the difference when you pick up ranged weapons like the pistol, suppressed SMG, and bolt-action sniper rifle. All the action you know and love, it's still there. It's just had a serious next-generation upgrade. The historical murder series is back with a bang with Assassin's Creed Valhalla, putting you in the fur-lined shoes of Viking clan leader Ivar. Build a new settlement in ye olde England, bring down kings to forge alliances, and travel with your longship crew to plunder the towns and monasteries of Mercia. This will stand as one of the great entries in the Assassin's Creed series, thanks to complicated hero Ivor, the brutal combat, and the wealth of customization options that cover everything from your fighting style to your face tattoo. There's rarely been a better match for the universe's lore than the Viking legends either. So you can expect some very interesting tangents as you explore the mysteries of Anglo-Saxon England, try to appease the pagan gods, and go on special dream quests. There's a reason the world has been obsessed with Vikings since they first went pillaging, and Valhalla only makes us love them more. Experience all the sights and sounds of London, albeit one in the grip of oppressive surveillance techniques and ruled over by a sinister security firm. Watch Dogs Legion, the latest installment of the Hacker series, has a twist. You can recruit and play as any NPC you see in the game. Hitman with some handy murder skills. No problem. Former spy who can get you into Scotland Yard without too much fuss. Easy. A sweet little grandma who farts when she's nervous. I mean, whatever floats your boat. This new mechanic puts a whole new slant on hacking security cameras and sending spider bots into high security buildings, and turns London into a playground for your whole team's skills. There's plenty to do, including side quests like soccer challenges, collectibles to customize your character, and even dipping your toe in the delights of the gig economy. Blimey. This creature-catching adventure is one of the weirdest games you'll ever play, but you'll enjoy every crazy moment of it. Sent to investigate bugsnax, sentient, food-based lifeforms that transform the bodies of those who eat them, you split your time between catching the delicious darlings, helping the residents of Snacksburg, and investigating the disappearance of the adventurer who invited you. Building your bugsnax collection is no mean feat, requiring patience, strategy, and a surprising amount of condiments. Use ketchup to lure creatures into traps, a trip rope to catch cookies, and a launch pad for those hard-to-reach flying morsels. The story gets surprisingly dark but is always funny, and if the tension ever gets too much, you can always feed a strabby to one of the locals to turn his foot into fruit. The Pathless is basically modern art, but it would be a damn crime if you just looked at it instead of playing it. As an archer on a mystical island, all you have to save it from the darkness is your bow, and a trusty eagle companion. The game has a wild system that combines zipping gracefully through the world with pulling off perfect archery shots, and you'll soon be performing acrobatics that put Cirque du Soleil to shame. The DualSense's haptic feedback means you can actually feel the tension building in your bow as you aim your shots, and it feels so natural you'll wonder how we ever played games without it. The Pathless is another hit for publisher Annapurna, which has made a real name for itself in finding the best and brightest indie titles, and its latest does not disappoint. Godfall is ready to bring the looter-shooter formula to the world of outlandishly large swords, and it's doing it on PS5. Set in a fantasy world of space knights and magic, players will need to show their skill with a blade to unlock legendary armor sets and amass their loot hoard. The adaptive triggers have been put to use to capture the clang of swords and the terrifying impact of warhammers, and that haptic feedback is there as the world of Aperion shifts beneath your feet. Plus, it's all so bloody shiny. The Counterplay Games team behind the game has a history with titles like God of War, Titanfall 2 and Destiny 2, and that pedigree is fully on display in this brand new IP.